Hello, what's up again, YouTube world? It is your girl here, Dana Monet, here to recap another episode of season 11 of The Voice. This is The Voice. Bing, ding, ding, ding. So the blind auditions are over. It actually seems like it went by kind of fast. It usually seems like the blind auditions go on forever and ever and ever and ever. And this time it's like, it's like, didn't we just have like the first week of blind auditions? So I don't know what it was that made it seem like it went by so fast, but thank you, whatever it was. We know tonight they have that goddamn clip show. And who actually watches that clip show? Please, if you watch my videos in the comments, let me know who watched those damn clip shows. They show reruns of the actual episodes, and they're on Hulu. And the performances from the contestants are on YouTube. So again, what do we need a clip show for? Especially since they had montaged blind auditions again that they could show during said clip show. So I don't understand where their priorities lie when it comes to that. But I'm gonna get into who are my favorites for the night. I have to say that no one really wowed me this week. Nobody's really wowed me since week one. Week one had the best singers overall. But there were a couple of people that I want to give a shout out to. So, in no particular order, Kylie Rothfeld, she sang a song called Wherever I Go. I don't know that song. But she was one of my favorites of the night. And I'm not sure what took the coaches so long to turn around for her. I love like the way her guitar looks. It just had this bluesy feel to it. Her voice was very full and sultry. She actually had that soft kind of element to her voice too, but it still had that full tone. I like the groove of the song. She has a lot of style and like coolness to the way she delivers a song. She just seemed like she was enjoying herself, and I like to get that vibe from singers when I watch them perform. And I love the little high note that she hit, out of nowhere, somewhere in the middle. And I think that she was great, actually. And she went to Alicia's team. Also, one of my faves of the night was Courtney Jurrell. And she sang Let It Go, and I love this song. Come on, let it go, just let it be. Why don't you be you, and I'll be me. It's a beautiful song. So I think that she has a very nice, strong voice. I think she had a lot of great dynamics. She actually has a rather soft voice, but she has power when she needs to have power. And I liked the variations on the melody that she gave. She has crazy range. She would be soft and then she would go up into this upper register of hers. She did sound slightly nervous on parts, but she did nail those high notes. So she was one of my favorites of the night. And she actually went to Team Blake. My final favorite of the evening was Mae Thomas. And she sang Rose or Roses. I think she had a very cute look. To me, she looked and sounded like a superstar already. She had a great radio studio voice. Like she was ready for the radio, ready for the studio. Like her voice, it sounded like she was already singing in the studio. And she looks like she knows how to perform. She looks like she knows what she's doing. She's very confident. There was a cute little rap sing part in there. She's kind of like, her sound is kind of like the more edgy, better version of Taylor Swift. I got a Taylor Swift vibe from her, but like a better interpretation, I guess you could say. So I think her performance showed that she not only has style, but range too. The saying, style but lacks substance. I think she has both. So I think that will work well for her going forward. And she picked Miley. And I do just want to point out one of my honorable mentions. This person probably would have ended up being a favorite of mine had this person maybe chosen a different song to sing. Because I really did enjoy this person's voice. And that was Blaine Long, and he sang Have a Little Faith in Me. And I think he had a nice tone. It took a while for me to really get into it because this song repeats the same lyric over and over and over again. I just feel like if you're going to be in a blind audition and you have only 90 seconds, you don't want to spend 45 of those seconds singing the same line. So I'm starting to think maybe that wasn't the right song. I liked when his rasp came out. Like I said before, I think he should have chosen a different song. He had a nice little run in the middle. He does have a strong and commanding voice. I didn't write what coach he went to, but I believe he went to Blake. I believe. I didn't write that down, but I do have all the teams down. So let me see. Blaine. Yes, he's on Team Blake. So that's it. That's the end of the blind auditions. Battles start next week. This process is moving right along. It's all right with me. The only time that I don't like for it to be fast is when they do that big chop. When they do the 24 to 12, don't like that. And then when they do the 8 to 4 or the 8 to 5, I don't like that. Other than that, keep it moving. I have to say once again, all my favorites were girls. The girls are dominating this season. I genuinely feel like unless it's Billy Gilman or maybe Sundance Head, he's a good singer. I really think a girl is going to win. Like, it's so many talented girls. Like, the girls collectively are better than the guys this season, hands down. Like, it's really no question. There's no debate about it. I mean, there's some good guys, but the majority of the people that I really enjoy were girls. And I already mentioned my hatred of the montages, and I just felt like, okay, it's not a lot of people. Obviously, there's nobody from the Voice production team that's going to watch my videos, but there are people who have been blogging about The Voice for seasons and complain about the same thing, specifically tvline.com, Michael Slezak, and mjsbigblog.com, and always talk shit about the montages because they're really unnecessary. And there's a lot of filler space where you could put those montages in, and you show people just so you could show their story that actually don't make it, when you can show people who actually did make it. And I think that I saw somebody who actually got more than one chair to turn and they were in a montage. And I think last season, I think somebody got 3 chairs to turn and they were montaged. Like, I don't even get that whole thing. So I don't know when this is season 11. Like, you gotta know that the viewers hate that. They gotta know. But clearly they hate us, so they're not trying to change anything about it. That's not changing any structure of your show or drastically, changing anything of significance. It's just letting us see all of the singers, blind auditions, battle rounds, and knockouts. I don't think that that's too much to ask. It is 2016. There's technology out there. There's a thing called YouTube. You post everybody else's video on there. Why not, instead of, okay, if you're going to montage them on the show the full performance on YouTube. I feel like I've been saying this for the last 2 seasons that I've been doing these reviews, but they don't listen to me. I'm just voicing my opinion. And I did want to shout out my top 3 favorites overall going into the battles. And that's Way McDonald, because her voice and tone is just crazy amazing and she's a beast. Soraya, because she took me straight to church and she is a beast as well. And Allie Caldwell, because she's also a beast. I don't really have any other ways to describe these women. Like, they're all beasts in their own way. And I made a playlist on Apple Music of my favorites blind auditions. I don't have as many favorites as I did in season 10, but I have some good, some really good selections as my favorite. And if you've been watching my videos, you know who my favorites are and who I've been stating are my favorites. So, yeah, I think that is about it. And this is a very short video this time, and I'm about to have this under 10 minutes, but there's not much else to talk about. So I'm excited for the battles. I do want to say one thing, actually 2 things about the battles. I'm not happy that Alicia paired Way McDonald with, what's the Latina girl's name? Lauren, what's her name? It's not Lauren. It is Lauren. Lauren Diaz. I don't like that because I like them both and I want them both to stay. And apparently, she gave one of her teams House of the Rising Sun. And I have to say, like, seriously, that song has dug its grave. Like, I'm done with that song. There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun. Like, just kill it. Dead. I'm done with that song. Especially on this show. They've just, like, overkilled it on this show. It's time to be done with that song. And some of the guest advisors next week, I was like, okay, Alicia Keys brought in Charlie Puth. Like, why don't you just bring in your husband? Why don't you just bring in Swiss Beats? Like, Alicia Keys got connections. Alicia Keys could have brought in Stevie Wonder, for goodness sakes. Like, Charlie Puth? Okay. Like, the only person I was really kind of sort of excited about is Bette Midler. That's the only one I knew offhand. And I'm not so mad about Joan Jett. I forget who the person that Adam or Blake... No, Adam has somebody from Van Halen or something like that. Okay. So that's about it. That's a little preview for next week's battle. And I hope the battles don't seem like they go on forever. I can't take it. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you next week. Bye.